Hello, good morning. Taz here. I'm VP UX and Design at Zimotify, and Israr sent me the website link, and he asked me that Taz see if this is a friend's website and see if there are some opportunities and how we can improve and if we can add some value to his business and. I'm very glad that I had a chance to take a look at it, and I just wanted to quickly review and record this video and share with you later on to see, what business opportunities that we have, and if there are some improvements that we can improve and help user to convert better, and how we can generate, of course, more revenue, make it easier for users to direct and book direct appointments as well as request an appointment, and overall, the overall structure and how we can improve it. um, so this essentially would be a quick audit. However, there are two parts of an audit. Audit usually is to identify what business opportunities that we have and how we can improve, improve the traction, improve the user loyalty, have a better conversion for the user, so that whatever we do, however we whatever the business model is, we convert user. In our case, it would be to make a call and to request an appointment. And overall, there are other few metrics and KPIs as well that we make sure and we design accordingly. So we would also be taking a look at that, how brand positioning can be improved, how customer and patient loyalty can be made better, and similar other some areas we would be focusing on. And of course, the second part of the audit is that we do benchmarking and comparative analysis, right? We look at few of the industries leaders, right, within the same domain, and we identify how they are doing it and if there is a better way of doing that. And so this is like how a usual audit would be, but I mean, this one is just a quick one, and I wanted to share my views and discuss how we can improve. And this at the end of it would serve you as a good bible in a way to make those changes. And there are, like, guaranteed ways of improving the overall experience and conversion. So before going into the audit as well, I would also just add this disclaimer that this is a the whole idea of recording this video is to add some value, right? So to give you some perspective, to give you a perspective, so that you take a look at it from an industry expert point of view, and make better decisions accordingly. And in no way is a critique of the website itself, right? And let's jump right into it. So um, by the way, I'm actually looking at one of the latest devices, iPhone, right? And usually people doesn't have this large of a screen, so I will also be making some comments going on. And the reason we are doing it on mobile is I understand that majority of our users would be accessing it on mobile. And it's a good pivotal point that we make sure that our mobile experience is up to mark and up to standard. And of course, later on we would also be looking at a desktop version of it as well. So you see, we have select language, which is great. I love that we have this option. However, we have lost some vertical space here. I feel that we should have clubbed it better with the announcement bar. The announcement bar is the learn about our highly effective weight loss program. So we reduce and use the vertical space a bit more smartly here. I also feel that rather than select language, we should have that icon for language, because a lot of people are familiar with that icon. over to the next part is, of course, the button. We do have two buttons. One is the number, and the other one is directly book request an appointment. Um, I know this is a button. However, most of the people would not know because for the request an appointment, it's the same blue, and it's grouping and it's merging with the announcement bar. So I would have asked to change the color so that it has more significance, and it draws more attention. Also, I think maybe we should just use one. I rather directly book or request an appointment, because um, I think request an appointment is better. I mean, again, it's just how different users and patients perceive it. Um, but it's better because rather than confusing user with two different copy there, it should be one, and we can use the one that resonates more with the user. Again, it's completely up to us, and we can do A/B test as well. For the number, I'm not sure if I should click here. I'm not sure if I should just copy it on and dial it on my cell number, cell phone. Maybe we should add a CTA, because this is not a CTA. It's just a number upfront written there. Maybe just have call us at and then number, because now it's a CTA, like it's a CTA is call to action, right? So a call to action is better, and it's more important to have for conversion. And you see, as I scroll up, I see that we have lost the CTAs, right? Because the CTAs and the header is not sticky. I would request to keep it sticky, because again, when if I'm scrolling down and I'm actually on a page, I have to go back up and access the button again if I have to choose that. So maybe have it sticky, or a better option is just like this icon on the bottom left, the accessibility icon, this one. um, we can have another button on the right side that says request an appointment, and that should be floating button across the page, so that it's always up front and user can access. One of the most important section of our website is this banner, the hero banner, and I love that you have three different pictures of our clinic and our facility. However, I think we should have used some pictures that resonates with the people and the users that would be visiting our website, right? Maybe people getting, or patients getting healthcare, or they're getting some maybe a doctor looking at them, and so those kind of pictures essentially, that would give them more context of what exactly this wellness studio or this institute does, right? The second part here on the banner is our text, family care and wellness. Since this is the name of the company and the logo as well, I feel that this is redundant. Maybe we should have had a pitch, a punchline here that says, for example, again on top of my head, something like um, get best care with the people who know how to care. Again, just like that. And the second text, the family medicine located in Allen, Texas. I think this is good that you're making it a bit more local. Um, but I feel that we should add more context, that why they choose us, right? Why they should be making a decision to do healthcare and wellness with you. And I think that subtext should also be a bit thought through here. Join our primary care membership. I think that's great. We can reduce the text size because this is too long. However, we should give them some USPs and some pointers up front, that why exactly they should be joining, right? So again, some more persuasion going on here. Um, Maybe three bullet points and three ticks, and tell them that three reasons that why we are the best in the industry, in the area, and the location, right? And then they can go and join our primary care membership. Okay, so this is based on what I see. However, I feel that we have missed a couple of more opportunities here. There's no social trust here. We can say something like, we are 4.5. So, for example, 10K patients rate us 4.9, something like that. And we are known for the best service, or for the best staff, or for the best and most hygienic um, facility, something like that. So that it's more tangible, it's more um, context based, rather than just putting out there that 10K patients rate us 4.9. I think those kind of social trust and proof is extremely important. Coming up to the second section, we have a badge. I think this is great. However, we are still missing some context. What exactly this is? Is it an award? Is it a local award? Is it our, like, one of our certification? We should say somewhere here, we are recognized, or awards won by us, and something like that. I was looking at this one as well. I feel that there's just some uh, broken sections here. By broken, I mean, should have clubbed together. I feel that these two also should be there upfront on top, because these are also badges, and then there are a few, I think, affiliates in the bottom. uh, so affiliations should also be part of that section, and we should have a scroll there. And here you have written this, the text. um, I think we, rather than having these titles, should show them the logos, because again, the research mentions that and tells that recognition is always better than recall. So that's also one thing. And so the logos, people can look at it, and then they can associate that, yeah, I've seen this logo, I know this authority, I know this organization, and they are associated with that, then that's great. So that's that. I also feel that these two sections are taking a lot of, these two images are taking a lot of space. We again needs to, sorry, we need to take a good, cautious, and smart choices of this spacing here, vertical spacing. Testimonial, great stuff, great testimonials too. However, I feel that there are a few testimonials, they're big, and there are a few that that's like normal space. We should always have some tags and categories associated, that why this person. So, for example, he has mentioned a great experience with wellness, right? Amazing doctor, knowledgeable course, and stuff like that. So we should always have some tags up front, rather than them looking at and reading all the testimonial, big one and small one. They can tell that best staff, best comfortable space, and great care, and stuff like that. So that that testimonial has some more tags associated. And I feel that testimonial is a bit, we might not need a testimonial to be the third section on the page, because we still have not shown our services and offerings. And again, coming back to my second point, is we offer the following problems should be upfront somewhere here before testimonial. And then we can tell them that these people tell that, um, and say that they provide all these offerings with great standards and practices. And I feel this whole section also needs a bit more love, because it's all there, and very, I would say, not great layout, not great alignment here. And then call us to book your appointment today also is not drawing any attention. It's very plain, and just being put there. I think should be made a bit cautious choices here with the design. Right below the testimonial, we have accepting new patients, and then directly book. I'm not sure if these two are buttons. I'm not sure. And users has to judge, and user, if they click on accepting new patient, I'm not sure what exactly it does. So I think there should be some consistency here going on, and a bit more context as well, because again, accepting new patients is a title, I feel, and is part of this button. But it should not be of the same color and background, just like how it is for the button here. It just adds some more friction and I would say more confusion for user, which again is the whole point. We should avoid and reduce all of that friction going on. Again, no context here. I feel that this is part of our blogs or something that we want to tell them. But some title and some title of this section and some title of this top healthcare 2021 and top dogs 2022 should also add some context for the user so that they know what exactly this is and why they should read here, right? And one of the most important thing here is that since we have big and small text here testimonial, you see all of this section is very jittery. By jittery I mean there is a jerk, and all the sections below pushes down further. So that should also not be the way of doing it. Great that we have welcome to our practice, which is our about us section. This I also feel that is something that we should do up above somewhere. And this adds some authority that why we why us and why this facility. And I mean this is a lot of text. We can definitely concise it and make it a bit more compact, but it definitely add value and should be there. But this is big text. I should avoid. And maybe we can just have one paragraph, one very comprehensive paragraph, and then have a CTA read more and take user to the detailed about us page for that. Great that we have video. I think this is great. Welcome video, maybe not, but a different way of doing that. What we offer again, I feel that this whole section is way down. Like we have tell them a lot of stuff, and only now we are telling them what we offer and the services. So I offer 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think there's too many services here. I understand that it's better to use images, but having text on top of image is not very usable, and it adds more friction and cognitive load and eye strain too, because sometimes images are easy, sometimes images are very I would say just like this one, bioidentical hormone replacement, a lot of text and a very busy image in the background, and difficult to read. So patients are gonna look at this website. So I mean it's good that we should always standardize our usability practices as well, because it's hard to read. It should be very readable. And also more info. I'm not sure if I should tap here, if I should just tap on the image, what exactly should be the case. And more importantly, because this has a lot of scroll to this section, we at least have 10 12 I think services. I suggest that we use 2 or 3 offerings or services per row, and at least have only one fold, just make a bit more compact for this one. Preferred insurance is great. I think this is very important and should be part of the website sections. And again, just some alignment needs to be improved and maybe have it differently placed, so that it's not a lot of colors in that one section, and it should be a scroll or auto scroll, something like that. Choose your provider. This is great. I think staff should always be there. And but again, it's a, I think, opportunity missed. We should add some description, like maybe 1 2 sentences introduction, um, just to add some more credibility and establish some authority for the patient, for these these healthcare providers, and people. Patients take a lot of I would say these type of information into account when making a decision. Sorry. So yeah, we already had discussed with affiliations. Connect with us on social media. This is great. This should be there. However, why exactly should the user be connecting, right? So the context here is missing. I would suggest we show them upfront the Instagram feed or maybe Facebook feed, so that they know, the doctors and the clinic is sharing very educational videos, or you're making 1 minute video, or you're just posting some um, important stuff, and remedies and cures for something as images and stuff. So I mean, maybe we should have some upfront, just one row with a few images auto scrolling, right, just like a carousel. um, Again, add some context and make it easier for them to follow, because otherwise, why exactly patients should be following us, right? There's no value for them, and if we show them their value, then of course they're gonna follow us. And I would also suggest that add some meaningful text here. Connect with us on social media. For what? We should say, uh, we share a lot of educational videos and um, facts, right? Remedies and cures on social media. Follow us and learn more. Yeah, right. And follow us and contribute to our community and stuff like that. Have some empathy overall, which I feel is bit missing, and we should be focusing on that. Again, no context to this section. Sorry, I feel this is blog, right? And but it should say blog. It also is missing the information about when was this published, is this a recent one, or if this is a 2 years old, um, and how long it would take me to read it through. Is it going to be 2 minutes read, is it going to be 5-10 minutes read? So those type of information, who published it, did Dr. Malik published it or somebody else did, and what exactly is this covering, right? The categories, is it about the obesity, or is it about the fat loss, or is it about cortisol, all these kind of stuff. So maybe some categories associated would also help. I also was looking at that, we have very inconsistent graphics here, and one of them doesn't even have one. So I suggest to have a good brand positioning. We should have custom made images here, graphics here, but graphics that resonate with our branding, because again, this is very important for SEO, this is very important for our credibility as well, and people are going to look at it. A lot of our traffic is going to be driven via blogs. So I feel we have missed some opportunity here to establish our positioning, and to again, the brand loyalty and the user loyalty also get established with these type of consistency across the website. Great. We should have this map here. um, I would also suggest that we should have a contact form so people can ask any queries, and ask if we look at some other issues as well, and how long it would be. I mean, there will be a lot of queries. So I mean, that we should definitely have that upfront on the homepage. And yeah, I think everything else looks good. A lot of information in the footer as well, and we should always look at footer as another, um, I would say, value, and it should not be ignored, right? We should provide more value and a lot of other information, similar information that you have on the website. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of notifications. Anyways, so this is all from my side. I'm sorry, I didn't mean this to be this long. But overall, I feel that we have a lot of opportunity. And again, the opportunity is to increase the traction, to increase more user engagement, to establish family care and wellness as one of those empathetic brands, that really think about people, about patients, and really is all about care, healthcare, right? Essentially. And and as the goal, as the objective, we would be increasing a lot of appointments, we would be increasing a lot of user engagement. And one thing before before I end this is that I reviewed the current website. However, I feel that there are a lot of areas that we don't have on website. A lot of sections that we don't have at the moment. For example, we should have a subscription. Subscribe to our newsletter and subscribe to our blog and latest offers, as well as there are other sections about the offerings, what exactly that is, and how we can do about it, and how we can help them with. So overall, I feel that this needs some love, from the UX strategy, essentially, from the UX strategy point of view, and everything else falls into place when we have the objectives and purpose and goal of the website laid down correctly and accurately, and then we work to towards getting that achieved, whether it be the copy, whether it be the text, whether it be the images that's on the website, whether it be the coloring and how people are engaging or not engaging. All of that comes into consideration. So I'm again, I'm very happy. Thank you so much for this opportunity to actually look at the website and review it. And I'm looking forward really to chat again on this one, and see how we can add value. And if this video was helpful, please let us know. I'll let Israr handle the rest of it. Thank you so much. Cheers.